When I was a little girl, I had this perfect picture dream for myself. I was going to have these beautiful children, have this beautiful marriage, and just everything was going to fall so perfectly into place. But the funny thing about life is that it just comes out of nowhere and it grabs your hand and it says that it's going on a completely different route that you didn't plan for yourself. And for me, that route for a very long time consisted of pain, consisted of sadness and defeat and just failure and just so much sorrow. I had no clue this was coming. I feel that life just happened so fast for me. You know, I was just 19 years old. By this time, I had been disowned by my father. I had pretty much lost most of my friends. Actually, I was just 18 years old and I got married. I got married to this stranger, some man that I barely knew. And by the time I was 19, I was pregnant. I was pregnant with my daughter and I was still a kid, having a kid. And I had no clue what was going on. I think the most heartbreaking moment for me was knowing that I was in a marriage and at a place in my life where I was unhappy. I was unhappy with everything that was going on. I was in a situation that I did not ask for, and truly, I really knew in my heart that I did not deserve. I was 21 years old, and I asked God, I repeatedly, just save me out of my misery, pull me out, just show me a sign, just one small sign to tell me that things are gonna be okay, that this is not the life that I asked for. And in that moment, somehow, after I had my second child, my son Zaid, it was like he was 6 months old, and out of nowhere, God brought me this angel, now my husband, at the perfect time of my life. And it was that moment that I had this insane courage from my heart that realized that this is it. This was my moment, that if I wasn't gonna get up now, I was probably never gonna get up. I grabbed my stuff, my parents supported me, and I left. I left him, I left my life, I took my children, and I got out of my misery. And till this day, I will never turn around and look back, because that was my time. At the age of 28, I got married to my soulmate, my best friend, and this is the same angel that saved me. He took me in for who I was. He accepted me as me. He accepted my children as his own. And on top of that, I got blessed with a third child, my stepson. It's like there were all these missing pieces in my life and everything just came so perfectly together. And when we got married, I still remember, I knew, I was like, this is what took so long to happen, because it was supposed to happen this way. I started my journey on social media in January 2016. I had no clue that this is the way things were going to turn out. Like I said, life is so unexpected. I started this journey with the hopes that I was going to become this great fashion blogger and teach people how to dress and show my sense of style. But throughout, somewhere in that process, I started discovering and learning so much more about myself. But the most amazing part was that I met these amazing and such beautiful women from the inside out that were so real, that were so genuine. But they had these incredible stories to them, just stories that touched my heart, that moved my soul, that made me feel like, you know, I have to do something about this. I have to share these stories. I have to tell the world how amazing these women are and what they've been through. I Am More is a platform. Honestly, it's to share your story. It's to share what you've been through, so you can inspire that one person that's sitting there thinking that he or she needs to give up. It's that one person that needs the help but don't know who to turn to. The goal for this campaign is to go global, is to impact, is to reach hundreds and thousands of lives we can touch. It's so we can acknowledge that we are just so much more in this world. We are so much more than our pain, our skin, our race, our religion, our failures, our defeat. We are just so much more, and the world just deserves to hear your story.